At work, please don't share your money, your honey, or your next move. Do you remember that saying? If you remember that saying, say hi on the comment section. How are you today? Hope you are doing well. On today's video, we are going to be sharing things that you should not share with anyone at work. Hope you know that your co-workers, yes, your colleagues are not your friends. Hope you know that. Good. So please, the first thing you should not be sharing with your co-workers are your career ambitions. You want to move up the ladder at work, you're working on yourself, you're taking personal development classes, you're taking courses because you want to be promoted. Let's say you're a supervisor, you want to be promoted to a manager at work. Please keep it to yourself. You don't need to share with your colleagues at work. Don't share with Sally. Sally might want the same thing that you want. Okay, let's say there is a vacancy for management and you want that role. Instead of going to management to talk about it, or to go to your bosses to talk about it, you discuss it with Sally. Meanwhile, Sally also wants the same position. What do you think will happen? So please don't share your career ambitions with people who will not help you. You have a career ambition, keep it to yourself. If you know someone within the organization who can help you get the position that you want because you've worked for it, tell them. Go to the person in the organization who will be able to help you. Don't share with anyone who will not be able to help you, especially your colleagues. Please, that is the first thing. The second thing is, please, if your boss at work shares information about the organization to you, directly to you, confides in you, please keep it to yourself. Don't share it with your colleagues in your office. Don't share it at break. Don't share with anyone at work, because it might end up getting to the manager. Let me share with you this very short story. I was working somewhere with this lady called Margaret, and Margaret was a manager then, and the overseer of the whole organization came to the organization and discussed something with Margaret. Margaret was not supposed to share with anyone in the organization, but she shared with one of the supervisors, and it was something that had not been concluded, and when she shared with one of the supervisor, Margaret shared with the supervisor, it ended up getting back to the general overseer. This was something that had not been concluded at the top. The general overseer of that company discussed it with Margaret, and Margaret discussed it, with the supervisor, and it finally got back to the general overseer. Margaret finally left the job because it went around that she was spreading false information. So it was really bad on her. Everyone was talking about it, so Margaret had to leave that job. So please do not share information with your colleagues at work. When your manager shares something to you, if your supervisor shares something with you, or your boss confides in you, don't share with anyone within the organization. They might end up, just sharing it during break with everyone, and you end up being looked at as the bad person. Meanwhile, you just shared with one person. Please, if your manager confides in you, keep it to yourself. Don't share with colleagues. It might end up coming back to you, haunt you, and hurt you. Please. So that is the second thing. The third thing you should not be sharing with anyone at work is your next move. If you are looking for another job somewhere else. You know, let's say you're working with company A and you are looking to move to company B or C somewhere else, and you know you just sent an application. You know, please don't share with your colleagues at work, because it will end up getting to your manager at work. So please don't share that you're looking for a job. Don't tell anyone. If you want to look for a job, just don't tell anyone. Look for your job. You know, just imagine that you're looking for a job. You haven't yet gotten that position that you want in the other company. Now you have told everyone in company A that you're leaving, that you've sent an application, that you're going, and you end up not getting the job in company B. What happens? You have to stay in company A. And now everyone in company A knows that you were looking for a job in company B and you did not get it. That is why you're here. So now all your managers in company A know that you're there because you did not get the so-called job that you applied for in company B. You know, so even if there was a position, you know, that you could be promoted to in company A, you will not get that promotion, because you know they know that you don't like the company. You tried to move, but the only reason why you're still there is because you did not get the job that you wanted in company B. So please, career moves, keep them to yourself. Keep them to yourself. You know, don't share. You want to move, you want to change, you want to go to another company, you want an increment in salary, you're looking for a job somewhere else, please keep it to yourself. Don't share with your co-workers. It's not going to help you. Another thing you should not be doing is complaining about your boss to your colleagues. That one, your colleagues are just waiting. You might think they are your friends. They are not friends. I repeat, don't share this information with your co-workers. Don't complain about your boss to your co-workers. Don't do it. It will get back to them. Whatever you say will get back to your boss. So please, if you have issues with a particular boss, if you can confront them and tell them what your problem is, that is perfectly fine. You know, you're there to work, you want to have a good time as well as work at work. So if there's anything that you don't that you're not particularly not happy with, please discuss it with your boss. Don't go around complaining. Don't go around talking about your boss to different employees, because they would end up, it will finally get to the workplace gossip. The workplace gossip is there. They are waiting. Whatever information they get, they're taking it to the manager. Remember, you're not their friends. You're not their friend. They'll take it to the manager. So please don't share certain information, especially complaints. Please keep them to yourself or take them to the right department. Don't go around complaining about your managers to your employees at work. Please don't do it. You know, the last but not the least, your personal issues. Keep your personal issues to yourself. Please don't share them with friends at work or colleagues at work. Don't share them. You can go at home, talk about your personal things at home with your friends at home. Don't talk about your personal issues with your colleagues at work. Remember, again, your colleagues at work are not your friends. I used to make this mistake a lot. I used to share a lot with my colleagues at work, you know, but I learned the hard way. So remember, your colleagues at work are not your friends. So don't share your private things, private issues about your love life with your colleagues at work. They might come back to hurt you or haunt you. Okay, and I think that is about it for today. I'd like to leave you with this saying: please, at work, don't talk about your money, your honey, or your next move. Please. Thanks, guys, for sharing your time with me today. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And until next time, I'm your girl Cecilia Mbula, also known as Lady C. Thank you very much, and bye bye.